MES Marampally e-learning.
Hi students, myself Neena Joseph. I am faculty of B.Voc Logistics Management, MES College Marampally. I am taking the subject Air Cargo Logistics Management, and today I am dealing Airline Marketing. Let's go to the module.
By going through this module, we will be able to understand the airline marketing, the freight documents, understand the marketing environment, the market research methods, the strategies, marketing audits conducted in the airline industry, and how they increase the sales lead, and finally understand the importance of customer service and the future trends in airline marketing. So let's start. Airline marketing. Before understanding airline marketing, you should know what is marketing. As we know, marketing is the action or business of promoting and selling products or services. Airline is considered to be a part of travel and tourism service industry. So it also need to market its product. What you think about airline products? Airline products consist of the route they are offer, the in-flight products or services it given to the customers, the fare structure of different airlines, the networks of hub and spoke, the timings, the punctualities, etc. These things are considered to be airline products. And the feature of airline product is that the airline products are intangible. The services we get, it's perishable. And we get a variety of services to the customers. And the one feature is that the customer is involved in the production. Okay. Airline marketing have got 7 interlinked stages. The first one is customer. Who is a customer? The customer is considered to be the king of every sector. The industry should know about their current and potential customer. The second stage is airline marketing is marketing environment. The industry should be updated about the constraints and opportunities provided by the external environment. The third stage is that it is strategy formulation. Strategy means what? It is the firm's goals and objectives. Ultimate aim is to cope up the goals. That may be in the form of profit, or maybe to acquire market share, or the customer satisfaction. And the fourth one is flight schedule. What is flight schedule? It is considered to be a central element of an airline's planning process. It aimed at optimizing the airline's resources in order to meet demands and maximize its profit. And the fifth stage is pricing and revenue management. As we all know that revenue is considered to be an important part. So revenue management means it can be defined as the art of maximizing the profit generation. The sixth stage is distribution, channel selection and control. Here, distribution means, or the distribution strategies for airline sector is concentrated on the convenience they are offering to their customer, or the locations they are offering to their customers, or the routes or the schedules are considered to be the distribution channel. And the last stage of airline marketing is selling, advertising and promotional policies. All marketing have an important aspect in selling and advertising and promotional policies. Here, airlines also connect with their customers on social media. They provide unique advertisement for their customers. They offer loyalty programs, providing flight perks like games or movies or meals in the seating arrangements, in seat systems. Okay, so these are the 7 stages of airline marketing. Now we are moving to the customer service standardization. What is standardization? It refers to the practice of maintaining some level of consistency in the products or services that a company offers to a customer. Okay, so an important issue in developing the service offering is whether to customize or standardize their products. Airlines always make customer happier by giving them the better travel experiences, collecting feedback to improve their services, try to know their preferences and issues so that they can achieve the good customer satisfaction. Okay, so that they can lead in this market. Now we are moving to know about the air freights export and import. What is air freight? Air freight parcel delivery is the transfer and shipment of goods via an air carrier. And what is export? Export is something that sends goods to another country for sale. What is import? Bringing goods into a country from abroad for sale. Okay, so these two things have got some documentary process. So here we learn what are the common used documents in the export and import services. Okay, the first one is certificate of origin. It is a signed statement as to the origin of the export item. Okay, the certificate of origin is usually requested by the customs authorities while clearing the products from the customs duty. Okay, it will explain about the name and address of the exporter, details of the goods, package number, shipping marks, etc. The second document is export license. It is a government document that authorizes the export of specific goods in specific quantities to a particular destination. And the third document we require in air freight is Shipper's Export Declaration, in short form SED. If any single commodity has a value of excess $2,500, then a shipper's export declaration is required when exporting goods from US. Okay. The fourth one is commercial invoice. It always issued by the seller to the buyer, containing the terms of the transactions like the date of transaction, seller details, buyer details, the value of the product, shipping terms, and those things. Next is bill of lading. We know that what is bill of lading? It is provided by the shipping agency for goods shipped by them. Okay, bill of lading is usually contains the information pertaining to the shipper, that is the consignee, carrying vessel, which is the carrying vessel, which is the port for loading and discharge, place of the receipt and delivery mode of payment, and name of the carrier, etc. The next is insurance certificate. It is used to assure the consignee that insurance will cover the loss or damage to the cargo during its transit. The next one is export packing list. What is packing list? Packing list contains detailed information about the goods being shipped, the quantity, the weight, and the packing specifications. Okay, the packing list must contain the descriptions of the good. Again, another document is export licenses. Usually, the export licenses is a government document that authorizes the export of specific goods in specific quantities. Next is import license. It can be defined as administrative procedures requiring the submission of an application or other documentation. Okay, importance of goods. Importation of goods to a particular company require a license. And again, airway bill. We will discuss later on the module 4 airway bill. Here, airway bill is a proof of shipment of goods by air. Airway bills serve as a proof of receipts of goods for shipment by the air cargo agent. Okay, or it is considered to be an invoice for the air shipment. The next one is inspection certification. It is required by some purchasers and countries. It is not common. Sometimes it is common in certain countries in order to attest to the specification of the goods shipped. This is usually performed by a third party and often obtained from independent testing organizations. The next one is shipper's letter of instructions. In short, it is called SLI. It is a letter from the exporter in instructing the freight forwarder. The next one, dock receipt and warehouse receipt. What is dock and receipt? This document is used to transfer accountability when the export item is moved by the domestic carrier to the port of embarkation or to the warehouses and left with the ship line or forwarding agent for export. Okay. Particular dock receipt and warehouse receipt is needed in every air freight transactions. The last one is the destination control statement. It means, or it is a commercial invoice or a airway bill of lading to notify the carrier and all foreign parties that the item can be exported only to a certain destination that is specified in the airway bill. Now we are moving to know about the airline market environment. Before doing a business, we need to analyze environment of the particular industry, right? So this is the model called PEST analysis, that is political, economical, social, technological, and environmental analysis. Every industry is analyzing this, and especially in airline industry. So we will discuss what is the political factors. The political factors considered to be today's environment is very much of worried about the terrorism, political instability of country, international conflicts, government policies, the trading policies, etc. So these things have to be analyzed before entering into a business. The second point is economic. The economic issues generally like global recessions, fluctuations in oil prices, global slowdowns due to pandemics, competitions, declining passengers, etc. should be analyzed. The third one is social factors. The factors need to analyze in social variables like the changing lifestyles, the buying patterns, consumer needs and wants are changing. So they need to analyze it. Technological factors. Here, today's latest technology must be adapted by airlines in order to service in the environment. New technologies like artificial intelligence, blockchains, biometers, mobile solutions, etc. So we need to analyze the technological factors. And the final one is environmental factors, which include the climate change, fuel consumption. Every airlines nowadays are going for green flying. So we have to analyze the airline market environment before entering into a business. Now we are moving to airline market research. What is market research? It is an organized effort to gather information about target markets or the customers. Okay, it is the very important component of a business strategy. Okay, why? Because we have to research things, how we can promote our products. Okay. So here we have to conduct research on the different groups like focus groups. What is focus groups? These are target customers of an airline industry. Maybe their participants be business travelers. Particular industries may be interested in to know the business travelers' needs. So they conduct research in the focus group. Again, the second research may be conducted through quantitative online surveys. Quantitative online surveys, it's that target respondents can include customers and non-customers. Okay, they conduct a detailed interview and analyze it and make a report to know the needs and wants of a particular group. The third one is market and competitor intelligence tracking. It means that the market experts continuously track and report the latest industry developments, utilizing existing databases and our network of industry experts to know the international level of airline market. or know the public informations, how to grow, how to deal with the new trends. They have to research it. Fourth one is market positioning. All industry have a positioned or a stage in market. Airline industry conduct telephone or interviews with travel agents in order to gain data, research, insight and intelligence on their competitive positioning, or to know the benchmark of their products and services. And the last one is brand tracking. Brand trackers monitor both quantitative and quality aspect of research. That is, they should know the cost or the brand equity of their airline product, or the customers analysis or the perceptions of the customers about their airline industry. Okay, so that they can know the strength of their position or strategic position of a company. Now we are dealing with airline strategies and planning. Airline strategies. Strategies means what? A plan of action designed to achieve a long-term aim. Or maybe the aim may be the profit, or maybe the strategies to consider or to capture a market. Okay. So in this digital world, it has been very important to market business innovatively to attract more customers and for making more sales. Innovative marketing strategies are important for most of the industries, especially in airlines. And these airlines have 5 strategies. They have to identify their target market, next determine the competitors, increase the existing customer base, focus on the market penetration. Market penetration means what? Entering into new market, or so that we can expand our global business. And finally, they have to monitor their results. Again, after this, conducting every research, studies, business will run on. Finally, we have to conduct an airline audits. Audit. What is audit? Audit is defined as formal and planned event carried out in accordance with documented procedure by appropriately trained people. Okay. In airline industry, audit will give a clear view and evaluation of the particular organization. 3 types of audits are conducted in airline industry. The first one is first audit, second audit and third audit. First audit, it is referred to as internal audit. It gave the concerned management about the review about their particular industry or their organization. The second party audit is referred to as external audit. It is done by the organization, suppliers and subcontractors to know their levels of products. And the third one is third party audit. It is referred to as an extrinsic audit. The assessment is done by a certified regulatory body. To a quality or safety assessment is done through this 3 types of audits. Okay. And now we are moving to know about airline sales lead. Sales lead, it is an important aspect. A sales lead is a person or a business who may eventually become a client. Sales lead helps, or the lead generation is a critical thing in every growth of an organization. Typically, generating lead is the first step in the sales process. Suppose if the business do not bring new customers, they are likely to be stagnant in their business. So sales lead can make our business profitable as they make us to grow a customer base. Now we will discuss how sales lead help airline industry to grow. The first one is it helps build a strong client base. What is that? Because we know that customer is the base for any organization. Okay. So in airline sales lead, the sales team will generate the customer base, customer profiling or database management to know. So the lead generation will provide airline companies an accurate and validated contact information to use for the quality process. The second one is reach the right prospects at the right time. An accurate and well-profiled database tools will help efficiently get the right message to the right targeted customers at the right time. Okay, so they should know what are the peak season, or they should know the changing aspects of every customers. The third one is nurture leads via automation platforms. Marketing automation has now become the lifeblood of lead generation programs. They are generating leads by multiple things like calling the customer via through messages through mobiles, web and emails from the point of offers until they purchase it. Okay, so automation tools to manage bookings, cancellations, flight schedules, promotions and other important communications are done via these things. Next is increasing the market hold. Collaborations and partnerships have been a great way to expand businesses. For example, Lufthansa Group has launched a joint venture with Singapore Airlines so that they can expand and strengthen their position in the Southeast Asia. So sales leads are taking in the form of collaborations and partnerships. Again, next sales lead is building customer relationship. The key to building strong customer relationship is to making sure that specific customer needs are met. Customers like to revisit the place where they have been treated well, no matter how the condition is were. Okay, so that they can build new customer relationship. The last one is adapt to customers' changing needs. The thing with the modern airlines and interventions of technology is that now these changes takes place much faster. Okay, so we have to adapt or to know the changing needs of the customers. Now we are moving to know the aircraft routing instructions. Market planners begin any route evaluation by estimating the current traffic levels and growth potentials. Okay, why we are doing this routing instruction is that there are certain variables considered when we consider about the routing instructions. We should know the flight frequency, the time of departures, the number of stops, the aircraft type, airlines, reputations, competitive reactions. Among from these variables, the flight frequency has long been considered a critical one. Okay, so aircraft route instructions include 7 steps, like routing guide is and clearly define its parameters. Routing guides contain routing instructions and the rules of engagement for shipping the products from suppliers and to the customers. Second one is use the web. The web-based routing guides empower users with real-time information. They can track their products. Third one, reflect both major routing variables. There are 2 major routing variables, that is the cost and the time. Identify and chart the price and service capabilities, the limitations of the carrier consisting with the desired services and the cost level. By this we can set up a routing guide. Fourth one is centralize the maintenance and control. The organization have to establish and update their routing guide. This entity is responsible for ensuring that routing guide reflect contractual volume commitments to the carriers, the rates which they have to deal with, and the rate and services they are establishing have to be centralized. The fifth one is apply routine grades automatically. This ensures standard practices and policies which are upheld and forces compliances. Okay, it eliminates the spending and use of non-authorized carriers. The correct routing guide should be automatically done to their suppliers. Establish an invoice quality rate at tender time. That means the industry's best practice allows for self-billing at settlement time. Correct settlement with the correct invoice should be generated on spot. And the seventh one is employ all available economies. That means set up routing guides that allow us to compare the carrier's total cost, including the accessories or the fuel surcharges or the equipments they are used. These things have to be analyzed properly. And next, establish the round trip rate with the carriers and take the advantage of the continuous moves wherever possible. By this, I am concluding the module 3. The detailed notes are attaching after this. Thank you.